Oh, yep. Good afternoon, everybody. It is that time again. It is Saturday, and that means it is City of Heroes time. So, last week, our hero, the mastermind Guns N' Bozos, managed to save the world from Mott, and that was basically the end of the game. I mean, there's a couple of bits of team content after that, but effectively, from where we were, that was the finale. So, we were level 50, we had all the incarnate powers unlocked, and as such, we were at the end of that journey. So, thus begins a new one. And this time we are red side and we are playing a Soldier of Arachnos, the villain epic archetype, where we actually are minions of the big bad Lord Recluse. And just like last time, we're not gonna hit out the character with a whole bunch of stuff from the start. I have a bit of cash for enhancements to buy, as we're going, but we're not going to go from 1 to 1,000 immediately. Oh. Yeah, I don't even have ability to buy enhancements yet. Okay. So, for level 1, all we have is a little pew-pew gun. And a cape with our nice bad guy logo on it. Going to head to our first contact, Alan Deslock. So, you've decided you're tired of all these destined ones, eh? Maybe we can work together and do something about it. And you know more, so you've come to me because you want to pretend you're a destined one, eh? You want all the perks that go with being one of the few, the proud, the tools of Lord Recluse. I can see the advantages for myself in helping you out here, so I'm willing to do this with you. But you're going to owe me a lot of favors for my help. But we can cross that bridge when you're a bit more powerful. For now, you gotta put your name onto the list. You know there's a list, right? Kalinda, one of Lord Recluse's seers, divined who the actual destined ones can be and made a list. Electronics, so it shouldn't be too hard to insert your name to it. I even have a virus you can upload that will stick your name onto all copies of the Arachnos computer network as well. We'll also show you as one of the lucky ones who escaped from the Zagurski. It's a pretty simple job and brings with it all the benefits of being one of Lord Recluse's destined ones. Pretty good for a day's work. So, we're immediately going to begin by putting ourselves onto the VIP list. Destined ones are basically villains that Lord Recluse has handpicked as potential high-tier allies against statesmen. But as you can see, this place is quite a bit different from Paragon City. More drab, things are a little run down. It's not as, not quite as, modern as the heroes side of things. But being a hero class, there will be some mechanics down the line when we get higher level that make this more than just your normal gun-toting fool. So. So we have to find and alter the mainframe. Oh, gracious. So the Arachnos class is inherent, much like Supremacy was for Masterminds. This is conditioning, so it gives a small regeneration and recovery boost to that is always on. A little bit of actually doesn't show up. Oh, okay. We'll get new attacks fairly quickly. Ow. The wolf spider. I'm jealous that he has a mace. Alright, there we go. There's the level. Oh, I hear a glowy. Alright, clue found. The new list. You have a copy of the new list that you created. It has your name listed among it. Your name listed among the list of possible destined ones. You've taken your first step in your master plan. You have enough experience to level to 2. Go see Arbiter Diaz or Arbiter Richard to level up and pick your new power. I'll do that as soon as we talk to Alan here and get our official Arachnos destined one status confirmed. And you know more. Well, you've taken your first steps. Go speak to Operative Kuzman now. We'll talk again later. Alright. We get fitness from rest, trainer. What training? What is that? Is that ranged? Yeah, that's just ranged deeds. Once and might as well. Orb, good to see you. You've got a lot of work to do if we're to push the longbow out of Mercy Island. Underdogs never win. Welcome to Mercy, now get out. Longbow knows that they are deep within enemy territory. They believe that they can cobble together a plan to defeat Arachnos and the other villains such as yourself. They are, unfortunately for them, wrong. The reach of Arachnos is long and the power of villains is immense. Even now, Longbow swarms the area beside us, looking to try to bring in any villains that Arachnos recovers from Longbow's reach around the world. Let's go take care of them. Underdogs never win. Part 1. Welcome Mercy, get out, blah blah blah. Yes, exactly. The forces of Arachnos are focusing on fighting Longbow down in Darwin's Landing. However, working together with someone such as yourself, we can weaken the Longbow forces here to allow our remaining soldiers to go in for the kill. The Longbow that they are unwelcome here. And Arachnos shall ensure that the rest of your mercy is delivered, or rest of your message is delivered very swiftly. Let's see if yes, now I can buy stuff. Good. Accuracy, accuracy. Endurance. All of that in there, just so. Now we're on our way. So we're gonna go defeat 5 longbow. Bonk. Them wander around while they're useless. Oh, inspirations are filled. Oh, I'm sure there's something I can do about that. Oh, she's just standing there watching me beat up her buddy. Who found? List of targets. You found the list on one of the longbow agents detailing targets they are supposed to go after. You see your name on that list along with several other villains. The writer of this list looks to be a hero named Golden Palm who is trying to strike down villains before they become a blight to the world. Alright. Well, did our first task, so let's go talk to Operative Kuzin. Underdogs never win, Part 1. Welcome to Mercy, now get out. Excellent job, Horb. Our operatives have moved in to stomp out the remaining longbow in the area. They'll have it under control momentarily. You say that this operation is being led by a hero named the Golden Palm? I'm inclined to believe you, given the idiotic name of the hero. Well, Horb, why don't you and I see what it takes to crush a hero beneath our boots? Part 2. Boom. You're all dead. One of the issues with finding longbow in Mercy is the large amount of areas they could be hiding like the rats they are. However, we have methods of retrieving this information. Most of your typical longbow grunts will not be able to withstand your most basic levels of tortures. We have such a grunt in our custody now. I'll give you the honors of delivering your own form of interrogation on the boy. Where is this grunt? In the area we were previously battling longbow. Oh, and Horb, before I forget, you should consider yourself what we in Arachnos call a destined one now. You are destined for something great, you see, like many of the others. Whether or not you can achieve this destiny is based upon your own strength and mettle. This is what longbow fears, and what we in Arachnos seek to nurture. When you are done, please contact me with one of your communication devices. And now we have the cell phone number for this guy. After we bully a longbow guy. Prisoner. I've seen you in your reports. Do your worst to me, I'll never tell you anything. You hear me? I swore an oath to fight evil wherever I see it, and you're part of that. Oh, okay, well, let's break his leg. You hear a rough snap as you break the man's leg. Ah, my leg. I can't, stop. Please stop, I'll tell you anything. You grunts do break easily. Where's the longbow base located? We have 2 bases. I haven't seen the main one, but there's another one. There's another in an office here in Mercy. If you wanted to take it out, you could find the codes on the longbow technicians to issue a fake message to gather on the top floor. Everyone would head over there. You could do whatever you want. Now please just leave me alone. Alright, so we have to beat up 3 longbow technicians. We'll get a bunch of key cards for that. What? Oh, I'm going to aggro, so yep. Oh. Okay. We accidentally found one of the technicians. You, walk around stun. Nope. We're not gonna walk around stun for a little bit. Well, that's just... Oh. And somebody, gave us sonic buffs. Alright, hip found. Really? Hips come in that low? Huh. You've received your first hip, blah blah blah. Nothing important. We won't need to go blue side for this character. Oh, come on. Oh, now it stuns him. Now I get stun procs as soon as I only have one enemy. Blow up Longbow's office. Arm three bombs. You found the proper codes from Longbow and use them to set up an emergency broadcast. You can hear all the soldiers gathering inside the building. Now all you have to do is set up a few bombs in order to blow them all away. Oh. Right by that place. Oh, jeez. There's Longbow everywhere around here. Oh, okay, so... I figured this would be an instance mission. Oh, that kind of blew up in my face. Well, that's a pretty fire. Alright, now we have to call Kuzman. Orb, I can see the smoke billowing from here. Excellent work. Prisoner mentioned that there was a main base, correct? Even better for us, then. I believe that I have a method for us to use to locate the base. Longbow will not know what hit him. You will be safe, and the power of Arachnos will be seen by those fools. Underdogs never win. Finale, making an impression. We intercepted a distress call from the Longbow office you blew up. Our technicians were able to determine where it was going. Their last attempt to try to survive will lead their comrades straight to their doom. There is one thing, however. We've traced them to a lab, which will most likely be fortified inside of it. Pulled up the schematics and have seen numerous blast doors located within. If you're going to install your way to the base, you'll need a better way than destroying anyone who stands in your way. And he has a suggestion. Disguise yourself as one of them. I assume there will be a front guard at the Longbow at the entrance. If you take them out, you can make yourself a disguise and get in there and get to the heart of the facility. From there you can overload their systems, causing a catastrophic explosion. You'll also, if all goes well, have the pleasure of facing off against Golden Palm. I wish you luck in your expedition. So, I'm gonna blow more things up because that's what Red Side does. Instruments, good. All right. Do that and stamina. Quartermaster here. Upgrade those. Oh. Don't want to mess with powers. Alright, so head to the big yellow dot. Oh. It's a dead end. Whoops. Whoops. Now so they don't get moved around randomly. And the base is still on fire. Don't shoot at me. No. Kuzma was right about the guards. You can hear them talking at the entrance. Take them out quickly so you can sneak into the heart of the base. Oh. Come on. You get stunned too. Nope. Oh, come on. And we put on our nice longbow disguise. Operative Guzman here. These longbows should do fine. In fact, there are security networks to give you some breathing room. I would work fast, however. Longbow. They can't keep their base very clean, can they? Jeez. Like, your barricades shooting out electricity. You guys ought to, like, maybe do something about that. That's a safety violation. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna stand right here and listen to your plans. So, they just... they're just talking about their plans to capture all the destined ones. Nothing too important. And... don't mind me, I'm just gonna set your base to blow up. Maybe I can stun him. Nope. I can just straight up miss. Cool. Stay stunned. I've had enough of this golden pump guy. There. Now, if you would do me the favor... yes, thank you. So, we have the option of rescuing a dude called Dario Stanzini. You see the villain Dario Stanzini laying prone on the ground. Something isn't done, he'll die in the fire, you knows. He has an emergency teleporter with him, which has been disabled by longbow. Activating will save his life. Alright, we'll save him. Be friendly with the other villains. Oh, hello. After all evil geniuses do need minions at some point, don't they? Venom grenade is so far away. There we go. That wasn't too bad. I did admittedly almost die against Golden Grain and his buddy. Word merits. Dr. Kuzin. Excellent work, Horb. There are a few stragglers left in Mercy City, but as long as their main base is gone, we'll leave them be. After all, we need something to do to keep. We need something to keep the Rogue Isles police on their toes, huh? You and I are done for now. However, there is much still for me to do, and you, Horb, have the rest of your destiny to fulfill. I'm quite interested in seeing exactly where you go from here. There are other people in Mercy who have some plans of theirs. You may be interested in meeting with them just to see how they can benefit you, how you can benefit from their work. Firewire, Dr. Weber. Firewire is an interesting man. He is a known villain amongst Mercy due to his bragging, but there have been rumors that he has a big plan in store. Big enough that he isn't running his mouth about it. Dr. Weber is one of our contract sciences. He is researching the infected on Mercy Island ever since our previous scientist was terminated. He is unethical and amoral, the perfect person to do what needs to be done. Well, let's help Firewire. Keep an eye on Firewire. He may be pompous, but he is as cutthroat as anyone else around here. Oh. Hi, we're right here. What's up? Name's Firewire. I'm the best looking, best talking, best fire using guide this side of Mercy. I heard you're tougher than tough, and that's the kind of person I need on this job I'm planning. This thing is gonna be big. We're talking lots of money big. The plan is sort of complex, but it's gonna net us a ton of cash when it comes through. What do you say? In for some wild times? What's this plan? Fire and heist. Part 1. Getting what's owed. So, check it out. There's a bank in Mercy, yeah? Used to get robbed all the time, but now the Rogue Island police have got it on super secure lockdown. Word is that they're storing a bunch of stuff in there. Money, artifacts, the works. I figure no one's gonna try to rob the place blind now, but you and me, we're gonna be the ones that rob the place blind. We're gonna be working on 2 different parts each time. Your first part's gonna be real easy, I swear. They got some inside info on a guy who's a guard there. Told him I'd split some of the cash with them, but I'm gonna light him on fire in the end. Nice, huh? Yeah, sure. Are you gonna light me on fire in the end, too? That's what you're gonna do, isn't it? It's not gonna work, buddy. Anyway, he left detailed info inside the statue here in Mercy. Gotta be the run to go get it. Go get it and check it out. Meantime, I'm gonna run some surveillance on the place. Check out the times that the security switches up. That'll be the time that you and me make our move. Let's meet back when we both got what we need. You dig? So we have to go find a statue. Heavy burst. Phone. I do not mind that. Wow, that is one ugly thing. Security information. You find a note with a number of details regarding security within the bank, all given by the snitch Firewire was talked about. The security is impressive, to say the least. All the guards are armed with submachine guns, each holding rounds that could pierce through a wall of concrete. There are also turrets set up in the walls, ready to deploy in case of an attack. The guard left one last note. Upgrading the You're upgrading the system soon. A bunch of higher-ups were given documents detailing the upgrade. You usually find them in the parts of Mercy here. Get those documents and you can easily hack the upgrade. Alright. So, hey, it's one of these guys. Honk. Oh, jeez. Listen, ladies. I'm not big on gals with glowing green eyes. It's just not my thing. There's also the whole you're trying to kill me. It's great that the civilians just, like, watch this happening. Oh, hey, level up. Okay, well. Normally I wouldn't run like this in the middle of a mission, but level 4, this will be a new power. Hopefully, I wouldn't mind this to be me be able to get heavy burst here. Power of your troops. Oh, burst. Crud. Training offensive defense. Stuff down here is for way later. May as well pick that up. We're gonna... Oh, yeah. Gonna be pretty well melee focused anyway, so... Ripper. Now I'm not gonna be able to find one of them dudes that has the stuff that I need. Hello? Would you like a shirt, sir? gonna be rippers this way. Longbow. Oh, hey. Alright. Another glowy-eyed weirdo with no shirt on. It's not Florida. Do not walk around with no shirts on. I'm getting inspirations like mad here, aren't I? Yes, I am. Alright, go back to Firewire. I can't call him yet. Nope. Everything go cool on your end? Yeah, nice. This is exactly what we're gonna need. I checked out when they're switching the guards up. It looks like they're weakest around the middle of the afternoon. That's when they got guys switching guard posts and when they've got some tech guy coming in to make sure the security system hasn't been hacked or anything. They're keeping security right here real tight, but I think you and me got ourselves an in with this upgrade they're doing. Them documents you found are going to be the key to this whole thing. Iron Heist Part 2. All good bank robbers have a plan B. So here's a skitty on what we're going to do next. That upgrade looks like it's going on in about 30 minutes or so. I'm going to see about hooking up one of their networks to slip past one of my nasty viruses in there. That'll at least solve the issue with those nasty turrets going on. I'm going to need you to do two things for me while I'm taking out the turret. I need you to run some interference with me. Go take out some cops so they're not noticing me hacking into their system. Then I'm going to need you to book it real fast to an office building near Ripper, using it as one of their storage facilities. Get ourselves a detailed list of what's in that vault. You really got to book it though, because according to my sources, they're planning on moving it later on today. Alright, so we go beat up 10 police. Bonk. Oh, missed. Oh, hey. Oh. Created the enhancements here. Could you use an AoE attack? Operations are full, huh? Well. Clear some of those out. Change through those to a red. Run away, Mr. Shoplifter. Oh, there's a skull. Up, here we go. Bingo. Now we go eat up their office building. Speak with the odd man outside the building. Alright. Hi. Name's Matthew Burke, and I'm here to give you a heads up. The guy you're working with, Firewire, he's planning on betraying you. This office building has been vacant for weeks. I've seen his transmissions. He's planning on setting everything up so it looked like you tried to rob the bank alone, and then plans on showing up with Arachnos to bring you in and earn some major points with him. I belong to Arachnos, dude. Does he really think he can get away with this? Maybe. I normally wouldn't associate with Arachnos, but the fact that you're trying to rob a bank shows you might be thinking outside of the box. You might have heard of Operative Viola. Don't want to go in there and disguise yourself. Don't want to go in there with this disguise and ask him about reports with Firewire. Your normal Arachnos uniform won't cut it. Alright, so... Yes. Didn't take him long to betray me. Wait. Forget who Matthew Burke is. Where you at, buddy? Huh. This contact. Matthew Burke, mercenary. He's been around the Rogue Isles for a long time, long enough to see Arachnos grow in power, and long enough to resent their influence in his work. Most people on the Isles tend to roll over when Arachnos gets too close to their territory, but not Matt. Instead, he's learned to fight back with his networks of contacts. Okay, so... he is an unaffiliated person. Find out what Operative Leola knows. You're too late, soldier. Do it again and you're late, soldier. Do it again and you'll find yourself sent to Warburg. And trust me, you don't want to go there. We've received word from the Vale and Firewire that Horb is planning on robbing the Bank of Mercy. The Rip most likely will not be able to stop him. Firewire will give us the signal, and when he has Horb cornered, then we will arrive to bring him in. We cannot have that vault robbed at any cost. Understood loud and clear. Huh. Alright. And that is wholly unsurprising that Firewire is betraying you. I assume you see now that Firewire intends to betray you. What are you planning on? And what are you planning on now? Backstabbing him, of course. And I'll need some backup. Tell me what you know. I know that the Skulls in Mercy City are constantly being hounded by Rip, and that there's a big crackdown on them going on right nearby. They're not the best at long-term loyalties, but if we were to rescue a few of them, I'm sure you could strike up a deal for them to get your back during the bank robbery. And just make sure to get a bunch of them on your side. Those Arachnos Toyos are powerful, but sheer numbers will put them down. Alright, so... remember from low-level stuff, the Skulls over in Paragon are a super low-level gang. They managed to infiltrate here. Hi. Kick to the face. Come on. Oh, come on, really? Jeez. What? There's 3 of you. Oh, sorry, my phone went off. Alright. Alrighty. I don't think these skulls know how to count very well. Which, honestly, that might be on brand. Anything to find, but we'll just eat those to get them out of the tray. One more group, huh? Alright. Clue found. Word of the skull. You rescued several skulls from the clutches of the RAP. You explained the situation to them. Several of them swear to show up to get your back during the robbery. Firewire and his Arachnos goons won't know what hit them. But I'm an Arachnos goon. Oh, whoops. I probably should get a travel power. Hello, jerk. How things go on your end, Horb? What? The office was empty? Man, that's too bad, but hey, on the bright side, you'll be in for a big surprise when you get to the vault. Got everything set up on my end. All that's left is making the move on the bank itself. Are you ready to make some big cash? Fire and heist. Finale. The Ballad of Firewire. Here's the plan. I'm going to trigger the virus I put into their systems. It's going to cause their turrets to explode. It's gonna cause a mess in the main lobby and take out a majority of the RIP guards. That's when you make your way in and take out any of the remaining guards and break. I'm gonna buy you some time by disconnecting their security systems. I'll head over to the bank, give you some backup. I'm assuming you'll help drag all this loot out, right? Oh, of course, you and me. We're gonna get everything in there together. If we go fast enough, we can get everything out of there by the time extra security backup arrives. Plus, since the security cameras are going to be disabled, they ain't gonna know it was us who robbed the place. Now we're gonna rob a bank. Bank's far away. Oh my, that'll help us huff it. Oh, well, there's a giant snake person. What? This is complete bollocks. That dude was fighting that snake and he just runs off and now I gotta deal with it. What a jerk. It's on the other side, yep. Smoke fills the Mercy City Bank. It seems Firewire was at least telling the truth about blowing up the turrets. Or explosions. There are so many explosions on this side of the game, mostly caused by me. Bunk. Kick. Ooh, that does not look comfortable. Dude. That to your spine. Oh, halfway done. Hi there. Hey, do you see my uniform here? I'm one of you guys. I even have a nice little cape. Oh, haha. I'm a little bit too busy to speak with you. Hey, hold on, okay? I was just kidding around, haha. We're gonna beat Arachnos and take their loot for ourselves, right? Okay, I messed up, okay? There, I said, come on, just let me go. Please, I'll leave you alone and you can get all the money too. No, you betrayed me. I'm gonna not let you get away with that. No. Incoming message. After robbing the bank for all it was worth, you received a mysterious message from a man named Harris. My name is Harris. I'd like to speak with you regarding a business opportunity. Put my coordinates in this message. Please come meet me at your earliest convenience. We're out in the boondocks, ain't we? I suppose I could have turned on sprint, huh? Yeah, you see, this place is real pigpen. Good to see you. My name is Bill Harris. I'm a lieutenant in Longbow. Don't be alarmed. I'm not here to bring you in. I'm here to ask for your help in bringing Longbow down. I heard about your escapades with Firewire and robbing the bank. I believe that you and I, working together, could bring Longbow down. First a scumbag wants me to trust him, and now a Longbow says he's on my side. Go on. I'm out for revenge. I was wronged by a woman named Linda Page, a fellow lieutenant. I was made a fool of and mocked by all of Longbow. Everything I worked for was destroyed by that woman. I intend to make her and everyone pay. I imagine that having Longbow out of the way will help you, so I propose that you and I... Trace of Friendship. Part 1. Cutting off service. First thing you need to know about Longbow is that they're desperate out. Darwin is their main base of operations. Anything else I tried to tell them that, but of course they simply laughed at my proposals. But we'll see who is laughing now, won't we? I know exactly where their weak points are, and if they don't fix them, then we'll exploit them. First strike is against the communications. And going to be set up a satellite devices throughout the area to monitor Darwin's landing in Mercy Island. There'll be 3 key devices on communications experts. If you stop them, it'll blind Longbow to our next move. Alright, so... gonna... Things first. You're gonna... Oh, gee. Oh wow, there's 12 story arcs in this area? That's a lot. They got turned around. Might as well get those enhancements before we start eating up Longbow. Or well, enhancement slots and the enhancements. Pummel. Oh, hey. I'll abandon that. To Dr. Graves. See, and accuracy and heat. Alright, contact where you at? Dr. Graves. So, Hero Side has the twin shot arc. You know, one of them longer story, the longer storyline that went through, you know, like to level 25, and is kind of a tutorial for new players. Red Side has a similar arc, that is covered by Dr. Graves. As described, took long enough into replying to my missive as well. I will make this introduction brief. I am Dr. Graves. I already know who you are, and now we will get to the point of this meeting. I have been tasked with offering you a chance at obtaining a great deal of power. Usually, that word alone, power, is enough to cause most here in the Rogue Isles to wiggle and squirm in delight. I am interested in your reaction. The Heart of Darkness Rogues Contest. Healthy competition. Would you believe me to be a ghoul? I assume self-image is that of the I assume your self-image is that of the misunderstood protagonist. Is it, or maybe the snarling monster with the secret heart of gold? Or perhaps someone first to live a life they didn't want? Bah, I am not here to trade barbs with someone like you, of your like. However, what I am going to do is offer you a formal invitation to an exclusive, albeit unsanctioned, competition. Before you dismiss this opportunity, know this. Victor of the trial shall be granted the privilege of being apprenticed, if you will, to a person with very important connections. Dr. Graves looks around you at the nearby Arachnos guards in a rather dramatic fashion before fixing his soulless eyes on you. A very, very important connections. I'm glad to see your ambition overshadows your attitude. You'll need both if you expect to surpass the others in the eyes of the one who is truly watching. That said, let us tarry no longer with this conversation. Actions speak louder than words, and if you try hard enough, sometimes louder than screams. I will give you the location you are to register at. Use the registration console and within the gathering to place to prove your intent. Red side, or blue side, you work with a new supergroup. Red side, you, oh jeez. Red side, you end up participating in a tournament with other villains to get the approval of someone supposedly someone very important. I actually haven't done this arc in forever. I don't remember most of it. I did it like once and I remember not being as impressed with it as I was with the Twin Shot arc. Mostly because the characters in the Twin Shot arc are better. This, on both sides of the coin, they're all kind of just cardboard cutouts, not very deep, but on this side they're really kind of annoying. Also, I don't remember the plot twist at the end of this one being as good as the Twin Shot arc. This appears to be the location that Dr. Graves instructed you to meet at. You'll need to finish find the registration console he spoke of. I bet it's that glowing thing. This looks like the registration console that Dr. Graves told you to use when you showed up. Large flashing words indicate that you should choose one of the buttons below. Applicant will provide a biological sample to prove they are not in the employ of organizations such as Longbow. No. Words stream across the display. All candidates must submit biological samples or face immediate termination. A mechanical arm extends from the console. At the end of that arm appears like something that could be only described as, with one word, a probe. Before you can react, the arm goes procuring a rather painful sample from your body. Oh. I'm gonna smash this up. Genetic analysis, subject missing one strand of DNA with an early strand sequence anomaly detected. Gene map database, query results, subject matches, no known genetics, match for Sam, database, Interpol records show no matches for blah blah blah. Oh. Kind of. Oh. Okay, that was weird, but whatever. But moving. Do not congratulate yourself too quickly. That was but the first of one many tests you will need to pass if you are to win the right to be our faceless master's protege. You would likely have made yourself useful in other ways. For instance, I could likely find a use for any undamaged limbs that still remained. However, there will be time to pursue that line of thinking later. In the meantime, I will need to gather the rest of the candidates so that I can explain the rules. Am I rather demanding, aren't we? Allow me to point out that you are not currently in a position to make any demands. Perhaps things may change in the future. But for now, you'll be following my instructions if you wish to be part of the trial. We need to find a dude called Omnicore. Oh, here he is. Oh, lady. You are to be one of my rivals. If you were an indicator of the type of competition I am to expect, then it would seem this contest has ended before it began. I couldn't care what simple beliefs you hold. What was it again, Horb? The fact remains that I am by far your superior on an intellectual level, and by looks of you on a physical level as well. These indisputable facts are all that are important. You may wish to spare yourself the humiliation of being besting you by leaving now. You'll see how pathetic my threats are when you're staring at your legs on the other side of the room, wondering where your torso went. Care for a demonstration? Omnicore looks at Dr. Graves with what you believe to be a glaring hatred from beneath her mask. A moment later, she screams in frustration, then looks back at you. I will not let someone like you ruin my chance at gaining unimaginable power. We will finish this another time. Okay, so here's Zephyr, another one who ran up while I was talking to him. I can't believe that you let her talk to you that way and let her get away with it. Just saying. Who are you supposed to? Me, I'm Zephyr, you know, like the wind. Only wind this guy is the backwind. No, I am the wind. You know, like the whole whoosh, haha, crashed your ship into the shoal and now you're all gonna drown, boo, cry your eyes out now, you was that kind of wind. And man, I gotta say, that kind of thing never gets owned. So, we have another guy. And I got nothing else better to do. You know, ever since mankind got all technological, like that robo freak, it's hard to cause all kinds of pain and sorrow with all that junk. Stuff like making windows or blowing down houses, flipping up a gal's skirt. Well, I still do that one, of course. So, gotta find Dollface. Oh wow, you're not going to hurt me, are you? Who's Doll? Yeah, I'm Dollface. You're one of the other contestants, I'm guessing. Look good, this contest is for grown-ups, why don't you run along home? Hey pal, I'm older than I look, okay? Probably older than you from the looks at it. Who the heck are you, anyway, turning your nose up at me? Yeah, I can see you calling yourself that. So what makes you think you're so special that you can beat someone like me? Oh, do you shoot frogs from your eyes or something? I'm very talented at what I do. I wouldn't say that I'm the best at what I do, but I'm pretty darn good at it. If that doesn't work, well, then maybe I'll just stab you guys in the neck or something. So, I think she's a, psychic. yet. Oh. Hey, there's some longbows. Oh, yeah, she's psychic. Okay. Oh no, who wants the dark meat? Don't speak up all at once. So, any preference on the type of cut? Rump roast, perhaps? Or maybe some ribs? Going to eat them? That would be such a waste of interesting textures, you wouldn't agree? No, I have something else in mind. Crosscut stares at you with a gargoyle-like gaze for a moment. Did you know you have pretty eyes? I was wondering if I could have them over my dead body. Yours. Yep. Dr. Graves speaks to all of you. Now that I have all of you assembled, save for Omnicore, it is time for the proceedings to begin. I am sure each of you have many questions. Your impertinence has been noted. Now then, each of you will be given a trial to test the strength of your powers. More important will be how you use them and on whom. Through these trials, your faceless benefactor shall be watching and judging. Once each of you have computed, we shall move on to the true competition. I can kill them all if you'd like. Will that work? No, Horb, that will not work. All of you are prevented from killing each other until upon the threat of immediate disqualification and subsequent termination. I would suggest that you all abide by this rule. Another important thing to note, the one hosting this contest, the very same person who will grant you untold power, does not wish to be identified until the winner is chosen. Thus, this tournament is unsanctioned by Arachnos. If any of you speak of this to anyone, you will not only be discredited, but will forever be known as a snitch. This, my friends, can in itself be worse than a fate worse than death here in the Rogue Isles. Ugh. Let's go and see what task Graves has for us. Unless Burst crops up as the next power I can pick, I am going to freaking get a travel power. I hope you paid attention to the rules. They're quite important. I am giving my contact information so that you can learn when your trial is to begin. Oh, and another thing, good luck. You'll need it. Undisciplined discipline. Before the first round of competition begins, we must be certain that our ever-present grasp of Arachnos has not taken notice of our festivities. Thus, I have assigned you each a task of reducing your profile, your importance, and if you will, in the eyes of those who govern the pecking order of the Isles. In other words, make Arachnos believe you're not someone worth paying attention to for the time being. You've most likely already spoken with the arbiters to grant you permission to increase your power. Though they appear to regard you as just one of the teeming throng that litter the streets of Mersing Island, this is not truly the case. I would suspect that they have already taken a silent interest towards your activities, making your movements not as slight as you believe. You will need to make sure that you are not worth considering for the time being as part of your challenge. I leave the details up to you. However, if I were to offer a suggestion, you may want to perhaps convince them that you're woefully experienced. Hi, Arbiter. Now, part of this interesting little thing is that you pretend to be an idiot, and the Arbiter's like, I've already helped you leveled up. Why? Why are you talking to me like this? And you of course say that you've been mind wiped. Mind wiped? I'm unaware of any local individual has been authorized to use your powers, let alone deign to use them on you. Now speak up. I don't remember, I was mind wiped. And then he sends me to another Arbiter because he's had enough of my stuff. You basically, I mean, again, this is a tutorial arc, so he tells you how to do levels and whatnot, with increasing frustration as you pretend to be an idiot. Now we have to go to Port Oaks, which is the second area for the villains. Of course, being an island, villains have a different means of transport than heroes. Okay, that's a random enhancement. Villains go between islands on ferries. Now you think Arachnos would, like, clean up the ferries that are going between the islands? Alright, side are we on here? Oh, yep, pretty close. Citizen, if you're standing before me, that must only mean you're claiming the right to increase your powers. You in no way would be here to waste my time. Am I right? I mean, that would be quite dangerous, wouldn't you agree? Arbiter Richard directed me to you. Oh, he did now? Oh, he did now, did he? What is it you need from me that he couldn't deal with himself? I wanted to know how fairies worked. You wanted to know how the fairies worked, and he sent you to me to ask how the fairies worked. Let me make sure I understand this correctly. Arbiter Richard, rather than answer the pathetic question himself, sent you to me, and he specifically said to you that you were to speak to Arbiter Unger. Am I understanding this right? No, sir. He said to speak to that brown-nosing Unger. Brown-nosing? Arbiter Unger clenches his teeth. I see, very well. I'll answer your question. Ferries are but one of the means of transportation throughout the Rogue Isles. By the grace of Lord Recluse, these ferries are free to use and will take you to any number of different ports. You can use them anytime you wish, reducing the time it would take to travel there through conventional means. Know this, although Arachnos has provided you the means of transportation, we do not provide you protection in your journeys. You wander into a neighborhood with individuals more powerful than your body will be unceremoniously dumped into the ocean. Similar to what I have in mind for Richard the next time I see him. You're going to kill him, or arbiters allowed to do? What? Oh no, you mistake me. I would never lay my hand upon one of my fellow arbiters, even a buffoon like the likes of Richard. However, I understand he will be dealing with a problem of a corrupt police force within his purview. Where the Rogue Islands force start winding up in the hospital after a spate of mysterious attacks, well, I'm quite certain that the police chief will want answers from Richard personally. When that's done, I'd be curious to see who is the brown nose. Oh, yeah, okay. He's sending me to beat up the Rogue Island police. Okay. Welcome to Arachnos, where you'll get your butt kicked, not because you've done anything wrong, but because two arbiters are having a fight. Of course, in retrospect, this is kind of my fault, because I'm the one that brought up the brown-nosing Richard. Oh, come on, really? There was a million rippers around earlier, and now there's nothing but affected in Arachnos. Ah, sneak. Oh, here's Ripper. Oh, one-shot him. Can you imagine being these guys? Your whole job is to work as a cop on the Rogue Isles. And on a daily basis, villain spats get you beat up for no reason other than the fact that you're trying to arrest a bunch of skulls. More villains beat you up because arbiters are having a fit. Two villains get into a complicated betrayal scheme, and instead of the one going to Arachnos and saying, "Hey, this guy's trying to set me up into robbing a bank," he just lets the security get blown up. Oh, I have the phone number now. I'm not sure what was going through your head when you decide to raise the ire of the Rogue Islands police force. This runs directly counter to the directions to reduce your profile. You have, however, managed to keep the eyes of the police off our activities, and perhaps even Arachnos themselves. Because of this, I will request that our faceless benefactor... I will not request that our faceless benefactor disqualify you this time. It is now time for the trials to begin. This shall be the first of several competitive events used to gauge your strengths and potentially call the weak. Let's hope for your sake that you are not the first to be called. You and the rest were avoiding the eyes of Arachnos. I have put into motion all of the situations you will encounter and be judged by. and the others will return to the impromptu training grounds and utilize the registration terminal to begin the competition. First to the finish line will be determined as the winner of round 1. Oh, and you may wish to hurry, for you see the competition has already begun. I'll have travel power. Also, one of our competitors is like claiming to be the literal spirit of wind. Isn't there a bit of a power differential? Of course, that won't stop me from beating the crap out of him when the time comes. You hear various yells and explosion sounds coming from deeper inside the building. It looks like you may have gotten here too late. Oh. Oh, the skulls are here. Hey, I helped you guys earlier today. You should be like my friend. Console screen reads as follows. All candidates will register. Upon registration, the rules of the contest will be provided. The candidate will remain still for retina scan. At the top of the terminal, a device emerges to be a rebuttal cam with a cylindrical endpoint, small hole in the end, the laser dot. You deftly move away from the dot. A split second later from the cylinder erupts a deadly laser blast where a moment earlier your head was. Analyzing reaction patterns, dodge rating 32, complacency 1.5, submissiveness 5. Submissiveness of 5, is that good or bad? Candidate registration accepted, message from Dr. Graves directed to Horb. Horb, once again you've managed to survive the test. However, as before, do not lavish yourself in victory laurels just yet. This moment, your task will be to reach the corresponding terminal found hidden within the compound. Once you've done so, you will enter the following code: Omega Terminus, Omega Zero Terminus. Your trial will be judged by the benefactor through your eye. I have to be skeletons. I hate skeletons. Can't be serious, Zephyr. They're not really skeletons, you know. I don't care, man. When I made my first body, I forgot to make a skeleton for it. Crosscut laughed at me, and man, I tell you, that was even creepier than the skeleton, guys. Look, man, if you keep making fun of me for that, I'll go back and hang out next to Crosscut since he's further ahead than you. It looks like you'll have to be us both, alright? Crosscut is ahead. Crosscut into following you. I've been trying to get them to say that trick or treat for the past hours, and not one of those little spookies will play along. Now what am I? Now what am I ever going to do with my nifty trick that I had planned for them? I have this earpiece that lets me talk over the used intercom system. It's like a little bird that sits on your windowsill that you tell all your secrets. This little bird tells your secrets to everyone here. My trick was to tell everyone my secret. Some of my dirty, dirty secrets. No. Get to the intercom override controls. Alright. Zephyr? Dude? Okay. Just gonna stand there and do nothing. Alright, cool. Okay, so gotta be back somewhere. Oh, right over here. Candidate Omnicord, due to your speed in this trial, you are under suspicion of tampering with the trial marker. You are hereby obligated to join with Horb in the earlier sections of the trial grounds. Any objections on your part will result in disqualification. Well, those skulls were put down. I am here to confirm the winner of this round, and as you are able to see, Dollface has beaten each of you to the finish line. All that's left is for the winner to face or to register their name at the endpoint marker. Stop right there. I do not know what you mean to accomplish by delaying the inevitable horde, but Dollface is clearly the winner. If you attempt to stop her by force, I will respond in kind and disqualify. Oh my, what foolishness. So, over the loudspeaker, this message is intended for all you suckers that you're with the silly skull face paint. All the riches that were promised will now be given to the winner of the trial at the entrance of these testing grounds. Hate to say, but you are all going to get a new car. The winner gets to have all the cars and a lot of money, and they get to be famous. Alright. So there's that. We got a level, fortunately. Hopefully that will give us... To say that I am infuriated by the manner in which you stole the victory out from under the clan winner is, well, just to say it's an understatement. I was looking forward to the look on your face when I told you that you had been disqualified. However, it would seem that our benefactor has deemed your actions within the bound of the contest, as much as it pains me to say you've officially won the first round. So, almost 7, so this is where we are going to stop for the day. Well, as soon as I make my way to trainer and level up. I guess I'll give the ending spiel as we're walking. Thank you everybody who came by. If you missed any part of the stream, it will be up next Saturday on YouTube, youtube.com/RadioPlaneswalker. If you are watching this there and wish to catch the live streams, every Saturday at 5 p.m. at least. And I try to do Mondays at 5 p.m. A different game Mondays, where we've been playing One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 on Mondays. Some weeks I get work wants me to come in on Mondays, and it's kind of miserable. But just follow, get the notification bell, all of that sort of stuff. No heavy burst, jeez. Oh, I guess we're getting a travel power. Let's fly. Alright, so this is where we're gonna end. Have a good weekend, everybody, and hopefully I will see all of you on Monday.